when you look at Sparx today, it looks like, wow, they must have started trying to design that. Well, actually, the first thing we did was we just tried to design anything that would sharpen skates. And so we had this idea of, you take like a radial arm saw and combine it with a skate sharpener, you might be able to make something where you mount the skate and you just pull back and forth and it would sharpen the skate. So all the alignment was taken care of, and we did that. We actually built a skate sharpener, and that helped us understand feed and speed, how much pressure to have between the skate and the abrasive. And so we started learning the fundamentals of actually grinding skate steel. And so we went from this like radial arm saw configuration to flipping the skate around and having the skate glide across a counterbalanced grinding wheel on an arm. And then we went to, okay, now that we have this counterbalanced grinding wheel on an arm, how do we collect all this dust that's flying off of this? Once we had enough trouble collecting all the dust, we were like, we got to put all this dust in a box. So let's now switch it all and have a box around the entire process. It just slowly morphed through like a series of increasingly better performing prototypes into the Sparx that you see today. We actually had in 2015 a 3D printed version of the Gen 1 Sparx Sharpener. It was all 3D printed parts that were sanded and painted, machined aluminum. The whole thing was like an erector set that we built one at a time in our offices, and we went to Let's Play Hockey in Minnesota with 6 of them, hoping we could always keep 2 of them alive. And the Kickstarter was did really well for us, and we sold close to 300 skate sharpeners that were just prototypes, and it was a race to try from that moment that we sold those to actually mass produce skate sharpeners. We came to market with the consumer machine, and that was in 2016, first delivery. And I believe 2017, we brought that same product to the NHL Equipment Manager show. We set up a booth, and we're there against all the big guys in skate sharpening, and we have this Keurig skate sharpener, which probably looks like a toy to all the people attending. But we kept hearing there was this one individual in the NHL who had a lot of reputation and clout, and everybody looked up to them as sort of a visionary. And if this person says it's good enough, then you've passed, sort of the first level of inspection. And when they got to our booth, it was like everybody knew about it, and they had a little entourage with them of other equipment managers. Put the skate in, I press go, and my heart's beating. I'm like, this is we're gonna do or die right here. If this person says it's like, it's okay, then we're probably not gonna make much of a business in the professional equipment manager market. I take the skate out, I deburr it, I hand it to the person, and they put it up in the light, check their fingernail, spin it around, they're looking at it, they put the edge checker on it. I remember they pulled the skate down, and they looked at their assistant equipment manager, and they went like this, and it was like, oh, we did it, because that person just gave us the validation, the A-OK, that the product that we had built made an acceptable skate sharpening for the NHL. And at that point, the orders just started kind of almost flying in from the NHL teams. I can't be sitting next to someone on a plane and hear that their kid plays hockey and say, hey, have you ever heard about Sparx? And for their answer to be like, oh yeah, my neighbor has one, or my rink has one, or my coach has one. It's pretty amazing that we've touched almost every participant in this sport almost globally within 7 years. And now with all of the accessories that we've created and around sharpening, and our presence in retail, we've created a category in hockey. So we're in 2023, we've accomplished a lot. We've released 2 generations of product. We still have a laundry list of improvements we can make to the product, accessories we can add to the product. We've quadrupled, quintupled the number of people in each function, so the problem-solving ability just multiplies. And so now we have ongoing multiple R&D projects that are all gonna yield these really cool tools that solve people's problems. This has gone from like not only like this, I'm solving a consumer's problem, we now have this professional business that's attracting NHL teams and the biggest retailers in the world and the biggest teams in the world. And The teams are recommending it to their NHL players and professional players to sharpen for their own kids because they trust it. I'm making a product used by people's idols. Like, there are the best hockey players in the world sharpening their kids' skates on the product that I made, which is just, it's just such a cool experience to meet like the idols of your life because you've created this product that they now want to buy.